Yes, no sex, celibate. Well, David, why did the chicken cross the road?
Do you hear my word story, of course, Richard? Boom tish. Now, look, looking at animals and their links to crossings or pedestrian crossings, and the obvious one is zebra crossing, named because of the stripes. But did you know there's also a wombat crossing because of the raised platform, like a speed bump?
Oh, that's actually officially called a wombat crossing.
It is, often outside schools. It just encourages people to slow down, and you can see it from a distance off as well.
Actually, interestingly, I think there are crossings for wombats or possums or various other types of wildlife on some highways. They either have ropes going across or even little tunnels underneath. It's a great idea.
I presume the ropes are for the possums, and I'd hate to see a wombat trying to do a tightrope walk.
Yeah, not too good for the wombats.
Now, the other one is the pelican crossing, and that's actually for a pedestrian light controlled. It's an approximate acronym, and it's basically for those pedestrian crossings with a light and a button attached. The other one is the puffin crossing, which is pedestrian user friendly. Now, these are more prevalent in the UK, and they have light sensors often across the road just to detect whether all the pedestrians have crossed, so that then the traffic can resume moving.
That's a very interesting idea. It's technology, presumably we don't have that much here.
Not yet, but it may evolve here. The other two is the toucan crossing, which I love, because two can cross. It's not just two people, it's also pedestrians and cyclists. It's made for both. And the last one, you could possibly guess what this is for, is the Pegasus crossing. Like to have a guess?
Well, assuming it's not a winged horse, but for horses.
Horses and pedestrians both, so it's geared for both. So there's sort of quite a bit of zoology all on the road, but in a very good way.
And all getting across the road safely too. Thanks, David.
Pleasure.
Let's have a look at our scores. Paul is on 7, Barry is on 13. Let's head for some more letters from you, Barry.
Thank you, Richard. Could I have a vowel, please, Lily?
Thanks, Barry. O.
And another vowel, please?
U.
And a consonant, please?
T.
And another consonant, please?
F.
And a vowel, please?
A.
And another consonant, please?
M.
And another consonant, please?
N.
And a vowel, please?
I.
And a consonant, please?
And last letter, W.
Here's 30 seconds. How did you like that mix, Barry?
Not very much,
How
actually,
many?
Richard. I got a 6.
A 6 for you, Paul.
Which was better than me. I got a 5.
Let's begin there then.
Faint.
And yours, Barry?
Amount?
Amount. Well, we're there with that amount.
Yeah, we are. It's a good 6. Don't be ashamed by that, Barry. It's an excellent 6, in fact. Quite a tricky mix. And the best that I could find, knowing my Scrabble tactics from way back, if you add an I to amount, mix it up, you get a very strange and rare bird from Central America called a tinamou. Tinamou. And I can only presume that a tinamou crossing would be for tin men or for cows.
Very nice word, though. A tinamou.
Yeah.
What an interesting name. Never mind. Barry did well. 6 points. Well, Paul, time to strike back.
I'll start with a consonant.
Thank you, Paul. R.
Another.
D.
Another.
P.
Another.
C.
And a vowel.
E.
And a vowel.
A.
And a vowel.
Another E.
A consonant.
S.
And a vowel.
And last letter, O.
Here we go. this time, Paul?
I got a 7.
That sounds great. Barry,
And a 7 also, Richard.
let's start with yours.
Escaped.
And Paul,
I also got escaped.
would you just verify? Double escapees over here, David.
Well, the opportunity has not escaped you, Paul. Good play, a good 7, and you are proceeding into the game with a little bit more gusto, and proceeds is the 8 that I found.
Good stuff, and well done to Paul and Barry, 7 points each. Now, Barry, with your IT background, have you always been a bit more of a numbers man than a letters man?
Not really, Richard. I've always enjoyed reading books a lot, and whilst I did have a good numbers background, I still enjoy letters much more, I think.
Good to hear.
Music to your ears, David.
It is.
But it's numbers time now, so Barry, what would you like?
Lily, could I have the family mix, please?
Thanks, Barry. That's 2 large and 4 small. And I'll try to sway you to the other side, Barry.
The dark side.
Hey, yeah. The numbers side. 10, 5, 3, 8, and the 2 large, 25 and 75. The target to reach is 989.
Thanks, Lily. That's a big one. Well, Barry, it was a big target, but maybe not that difficult to win.
I found it quite difficult, Richard.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
I couldn't get my mind into gear.
How close did you get?
I'm not within scoring distance.
Okay, not to worry. Paul?
It did take a little while to click, but I did get 989.
Lovely. How did you get there?
Okay. 25 plus 75 to get 100.
25 plus 75 is 100.
Multiply that by 10 to
By-
get 1,000.
By 10 is 1,000.
And minus 8 minus 3.
Minus 8 minus 3 is 989.
Well done, Paul. You were spot on. Actually, I have to say, Lily, the reason that I knew that kind of wasn't too difficult was because I watch you and see how long it takes. Took you, I think, approximately 3 seconds before you turned away from the board. So I looked at the numbers and said, it's got to be an easy one.
Sometimes it's just luck because it's as I've explained before, it's like I have this big bag of tricks, and it's happened to be the first trick that I pulled out, and I went up to 1,000, then worked my way down just as Paul did. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's easy, but I lucked out.
If you see the right solution first time, then it doesn't take too long.
Exactly.
But a great solution and a very nice score from Paul, 10 points. So he's now on 24. Barry is just 2 points ahead on 26 as we head into our next break. And another word mix for you, this time, opal tiny, with the clue, 2 elements of an animal create this style. We'll be back soon.